will get the start for Kebakeda tonight. Kebakeda has an illness. He is not in the building. Andy Katz will have more on that as we go along here. Sibo Newton knocks into mid-range, and the first points of the game come from ACU. 8 different starting lineups. Hubbard misfires, offensive rebound. Here's Newton again, and he hits another mid-range jumper. Second chance opportunity here. Debonsa misses a 3, finds Saunders at quick release, and BYU is on the board. Vincent kicks it. Smith drive. Oh, denied by Boop. Competing well here on a Friday night.
Well, it's a block party here in Provo. Get up, young fella. Confrontation at the rim. Denied.
With an easy steal. Here goes Saunders. Saunders, shot fake, and he puts it in. Savvy move.
The savvy move.
Horniker, the 7-footer. Now Alston, guarded by Saunders. He's a menace defensively, Saunders. Alston trying to get a step, does so, and lays it in. Fourth ACU turnover. Debonsa going to work, and out of control. He lost the handle. 5 giveaways for BYU. It is Newton who lays it in. All here early.
Yeah, great anticipation right there. Debonsa trying to go to his right. Active hands. Now get out in transition before that defense can get set.
Excellent defensive group of Abilene Christian. Late clock here, down to 5. And Debonsa, a denial.
A closeout there by the freshman. Looked like Alston was wide open. The efficiency on offense not there, but as long as BYU is turning the ball over, ACU able to stay involved, and right there, he was able to get the ball there on the glass. He's found some obscure angle, almost able to finish.
Vincent for 3, buries one. Debonsa, they clear it out. Taking on the freshman. Isaac Dye. Oh, Debonsa and 1. Debonsa and Richie Saunders, on average, they represent 65% of BYU scoring.
Can't lean that heavily on those 3 all season and expect to get to the promised land.
Oh, nice pass there by Smith, but denied by Booth. He's got a second block. Work on some casual skills. It was physical contact work, trying to get to the rim. There's a 3 in the corner by Wright, and BYU.
Christian had to come in for shoot around. He was upset. But right here, the ball finds energy. Sharing is caring, and Wright.
Vincent leaves it for Hill. Shot Hill gets close to the basket and lays it in. Most on the year this year for the Arizona Wildcats. It is the Abilene Christian Wildcats making some noise here as they come out of the timeout. They get a look inside. Richie Saunders lost the handle. He turns it over. That was Wright who forced the turnover. Hubbard, look out! Mother Hubbard going firm to the rim.
Indeed. And just hanging in there, forcing a turnover, another turnover, and transition. You got to stop the ball. And as you said, Hubbard.
Highlight of the night thus far for Abilene Christian. Here is Wright with the left hand. Nice finish. BYU by a point. Hubbard feeling it. He can shoot it from out there. Ends up in the hands of ACU. Vincent. And now a 3-pointer is good. Sibo Newton buries a triple. 21st in the nation. And they've already turned BYU over 10 times in this one here tonight. 3-pointer is good in the corner. Richie Saunders.
I like when you talk about this big 3. All 3 of them coexisting. All 3 of them thriving, learning to play together.
Here's Maruss. He rips a triple. Had just 9 points all season leading up to Tuesday. Air ball, and that's going to be BYU ball here. In the corner, 3-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound, and Wright able to put it back.
A little careless with the ball. I'd imagine almost another turnover there from ACU.
Sibo Newton, 3-pointer is true. Newton hits his second 3.
Right now, give ACU credit, just hanging around. They can keep it close here going into half. They'll feel good about themselves coming out in the second.
Answer 3, no good. Oh, and the putback by Boscovich. You got to be disciplined on our traps. That's an area of emphasis. Look at Debonsa spins. Debonsa finishes off the glass. Spectacular move from A.J. Debonsa.
Opportunity for A.J. Debonsa to isolate here down the stretch. As you saw in that one play, drive middle, spin, get back.
Drive kick, Lewis in traffic. Lewis blocks. Boskovic with the block. Got a 7-footer on Davis. He takes him to the basket. Good pass, right, in rhythm. No good. Whoa! What was that? A.J. Debonsa!
Just goes up, one hand, gathers, finishes.
Under a minute to go in the first half. ACU with a great start to this game. But BYU has answered. Nice turnaround by Honecker. Guarded by Vincent. He's going to give it up. Boskovic makes a three-pointer. As the shot clock expired.
Yeah, what a play right there. Nice crab dribble, bait the defense from Debonsa. Find the open three-point shooter. They're ranked 3rd in the country, so expect better execution from the Cougars here in the second half.
Debonsa gets the first touch, and he rises up and knocks in a jumper. Could have been an offensive foul as well. Debonsa fortunate to get that back. And now it's personal, and Debonsa just stops and pops. Silky smooth. Just about every location. Here's Debonsa. He drives it. Debonsa scores. Thought he was fouled. Debonsa. Lewis, the freshman, turned away. Here's the hot hand. Newton. He rises up and he scores.
And a timely basket there.
Can't wait to see how it all plays out. Appreciate it, Brian.
Absolutely. Thanks, Andy.
All right, Andy, thanks. Thanks to Brian Thorne to get a turnover. Here's Debonsa in the open court, and another highlight.
As their future #1 pick, possibly with a big-time finish.
He's got 24 points in 23 minutes.
A real rarefied Cougar air with Mr. Fredette.
In trouble. Abilene Christian, they get out of it. And Rich Smith, patient, able to score the layup. Abilene Christian had control of a good chunk of the first half, about first 11 minutes. And that is a rattle-home three ball by Newton once again. What a gauntlet ACU is dealing with this week. There's a block by Boskovic. Abilene Christian was kind of rolling. They were 7-3 on Tuesday, and then they faced the #10 ranked team in the country. At the shot clock, Smith with a three-pointer. Nice contest by Debonsa.
Well, they put Debonsa on Newton to try to slow him down, and back-to-back turnovers on the offensive end for the Cougars.
Their 17th, Grant. Newton, a number of spins. And 21 now. ACU on a 10-0 run. This is a 2-point game. Debonsa rises up, hits a jumper. Pretty smooth stroke from A.J. Debonsa. Anxious crowd here at Marriott Center. It is a big crowd on hand. 16,000, 17,000, you'd think. Davis, corner three is good.
Smart.
Saunders. Saunders goes in. He's fouled and one. Richie Saunders.
He got bumped, a lot of contact, and avoided the charge there, too.
Injuries in Baker and Pickens, so BYU gets a turnover. They move it. Debonsa to Saunders, who drives. Saunders with a dunk.
Showing his defensive length. And right here, just to rip through and go. No one from the weak side able to help. And that's the pace. Play up and down. Don't let that defense get...
They've answered that Abilene Christian 10-0 run. Danger zone for ACU. Austin turns a corner. Denied. Saunders starting to feel it right now. Turned away. Debonsa. Right, spins, right. Oh, pretty. Rob Wright with a highlight.
Good things happen, Rob Wright with the spin cycle and finish. And BYU
was one of the greatest years clearly in this program's history. If you remember, Brandon Davies ended up being ineligible.
Brad just kind of asking the questions to create his own headlines right now.
Exactly.
Here's Smith, puts it up, desperation. Back tap, second chance. Hubbard rises up and hits a mid-range jump shot.
Also his patience and his pace and just his feel for the game, knowing when to take over, knowing when to defer. Impressive.
Scott gets to the basket, knifes his way in. Plenty of firepower. BYU will have Eastern Washington on Monday, and then they start Big 12 play on January 3rd. I remember covering Carlino and the Cougars in the NCAA tournament. Oh, off the glass. Firm off the glass by Hubbard for the Cougar Tails, which is a tradition here for the media and the fans. Is Hadim Booth. I mean, who knew? Great SID here. Tyson Jex, he's one of the best in college basketball. Nice finish at the rim by Vinzan. Cougar Tail remnants all over your hands. Oh, Debanza goes to the line. Chance at a three-point play.
Great backdoor cut.
Minute and a half to go. Abilene Christian will prepare for WAC play, but they figure to contend in the WAC this year. They'll try to win their tournament and make it to the NCAA tournament. Nice little shake and bake. Wright couldn't hit the jumper, and Hadim Boop with an and one.
We've seen all of them, I think, except for Houston. We've covered every one of those teams and players.
Shot clock is off. Game clock winds down, and BYU is going to go to 11-1 in a hard-fought victory